Go.
Okay, this is a small bag, which is actually the same as the extra large bags. So you iron them in the same way. So to iron it, you would open the bag up, and this is the right side of the fabric. So turn it to the inside out, and then you're gonna take like a 1/2 inch, and you iron a 1/2 inch all the way across. And then sometimes the fabric is cut like wonky, so you can either cut it off or you can fix it in the ironing. But just make sure that you have a little bit here so when it's sewn down. Then you fold it down about 1.5 inches. I guess it's about 1.5 inches. Then I will iron it again.
Oh, did
and then it's
with what do you call it? An interpreter.
And that's that.
Great.
So this is the medium bag. It is cut different than the extra large bags because it goes, the opening is at the top and the fold is at the bottom. So to iron it, you want to turn it inside out. So I just opened it and refolded it. And then I'm going to iron the casing. So what I do right here is the first part, you just go down about 1/2 of an inch. We'll just do one at a time. So I'll make it easier. When you get really good at it, you can do them both at the same time.
Gotcha.
So you fold the top part down 1/2 an inch, and then you just fold it again like this, a little bit bigger, like 1.5 inches. So you have a casing, and then for the other side, you have to match them up. So when you sew, sometimes when you iron, you do a little more.
Right.
Less.
That's a good point.
You do the first one, the 1/2 inch is less important that you get exactly right. But the second iron is the most important. So I'm doing that 1/2 inch, and then the second one, I'm gonna fold, and then I'm also gonna refold this one. And I'm gonna look really carefully before I iron it to make sure. I want to zoom in to make sure that both sides are about the same. So that one's a little bit big. So even that, it doesn't have to be super exact, but it makes it easier in the end. It's pretty close.
Okay.
So that one's the same, and this one is the same. And luckily these are really easy to iron because they have these nice lines on them. And then I just go over both of them together.
Okay.
Times. And if the bag is really wrinkly, I will iron the bag as well.
All right.
There you go.
Great.
Medium-sized bag, and this side is sewn all the way up. Can you see that? From the bottom all the way, unfolded casing all the way to the very top. And then the other side, we're going to make sure this matches here, and we're going to sew it. And I'm going to double make sure it matches because last time I made a mistake and it didn't match. So I'm going to start right here. So when I decide where to start, I'm going to look at if I refolded the casing where it ends. So this one, refolded casing, ends right here. So I actually want to start a little lower. So there's going to be a little bit of an opening, like this much opening. So this is the casing, and then in the end there's going to be a little bit more space for it to be open than just the tiny casing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm going to double check that this is straight and together. And I have my thumb on this white line here, so I know that's about the right place to start. So I'm going to sew from there with a little back stitch right here.
Don't mind the baby in the background.
Just sew all the way down. Back stitch again. Okay, so this part is going to be how we're going to make a finished casing that is gonna look like this one. Can I show you close up? So the end product looks like this, where there is, this one's a little crooked, but and it's kind of white and blue. See, there's like a finished sewing line that goes down and across and up.
Down across and up.
So that's how we're gonna do that.
Get the baby toy.
Okay. Okay. So this was the side that we left open right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this seam. And I have a little pin here at Tracy's house. And I'm gonna pin it open just so it's easier to visualize. So I'm gonna pin this seam allowance open right there. And then all my casing is all unfolded. And so where I'm gonna sew, I'm gonna add a few more pins so you can see it, is all the way up here.
The pins help for the visual. Do you have to use pins?
I don't use pins usually, but I'm gonna do it for this visual,
Okay.
so you can really get an idea of what's happening. Some people sew with pins, some people don't. It's personal preference. I'm covered in thread. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna sew all the way down, and then here's our spot where the stitching is, and we're gonna sew across and then all the way up. So get all the extra threads out of the way. And it doesn't matter, this one, it doesn't matter if you backstitch or not because it's gonna get in the casing anyway.
Will you hold this?
Tracy, I'll be the video editor.
Thanks.
So we're gonna sew all the way down. You can come around here on the side so you can see what I'm sewing. Okay. Like from this side, that would be a good view, or like the back side. So I'm sewing all the way down. I'm gonna move my pins out of the way. So all the way down. Make sure you're not sewing under the bag at the bottom. We see we're getting close. So I'm gonna pull my pin out. I'm gonna do a couple more stitches. And then I'm gonna turn the fabric like this. And then I'm gonna stitch straight across to there. And then I'm gonna turn it again. Oops, turn it backwards like this. All the way around. Because I'm gonna sew down here now. Don't want that to pull in a weird way. Okay, and now I'm gonna sew down this side to make sure that I'm catching all of that the whole way. So all the way to the end. And like I said, you don't have to backstitch. Okay, now I have this finished edge. It looks really nice. My stitch tension is a little off, but see how it's nice and finished there. Then you're going to refold your casing all the way around. You can open the seam so that it lays nice. Refold the casing, and then down one more time, refold it. I'll do one more for you. Okay. Okay. And you can pin it too if you like. I'm gonna pin it just right here where it's coming unfolded. So I open that. It's folded over once and once again. So did you get your sister's in here? Okay, and now the last sewing is all the way around. It's gonna be right here. So it's folded. You got these extra strings we'll worry about later. And we're gonna sew that casing down with a little back stitch at the beginning. My foot thing is not cooperating with me today. It's slow and back stitching. And then I'm just gonna make sure this is nice. And then I'm just gonna sew it all the way around. And so I wanna make sure that as I sew that I'm catching the underside fabric. So it's kind of good to stretch it out. So then I'll go all the way around and then you can thread the yarn through. So I think that's all. I don't think we need to finish doing the whole thing.